You got Kansas City right in front of you against Houston. What a heck of an opener coming up in a couple of Thursdays. I want to throw something at you that's not X's and O's. And this might be overthinking it because we've had nothing but time to think. But the concept of a Super Bowl hangover usually means players and coaches are feted wherever they go for weeks and months, and they get, I guess, complacent. Or there's been just so much going on that when they get back to work that it feels like a grind. But this year there hasn't been any of that because of COVID. I'm wondering if you put that in the hopper. Plus, Patrick Mahomes is young and just dynamic and paid, and all the other guys are paid and happy. And Andy Reid wants to go back to back, probably worse than anybody else, to just keep this thing going. That the Chiefs are favorites just for this alone. What do you think?
I think they're favorites for the most part because they didn't have great change. You know, that as you look at the beginning of this football season, and I think we all have to anticipate the possibility anyway that we don't make it all the way through 16 games. I mean, right, anything is possible
right.
In this football season. So it looks like we're going to get to the beginning of the year, short of, you know, we don't know with the social justice movement, you know, could there be some sort of stoppage there? And, you know, I just don't know about all that kind of stuff. But I think when you take what they have on the offensive side and the continuity that they have there, and then you look at what the defense was able to do under Steve Spagnuolo in the last 6-7 games of the season on into the playoffs. I mean, they were one of the best defenses in football. You want to go back to the Super Bowl. The reason they won the Super Bowl was because their defense was able to make those fourth quarter stands and really hold down a very dynamic offensive football team when everything was on the line. I mean, for Patrick Mahomes, honestly, for 3 quarters, that may have been one of the worst games that I've ever seen him play. And then in the fourth quarter, when it was all on the line, of course, he did what the greatest of the great players do. So I think the continuity is going to give this team some advantages going into this season. So, yeah, a worthy favorite. I'll tell you a team, though, that I would keep an eye on this year, that not many people are talking about. I think almost everybody is going Kansas City, Baltimore. As far as the 2 favorites, and that makes the most sense, right? Baltimore had the best record, and Kansas City's the world champs. But Pittsburgh, you look at what Pittsburgh did defensively last year. That team damn near made the playoffs with people off the street named Duck playing quarterback last year. And when you think about what they did defensively, I mean, they hunkered down defensively. They were something else defensively. And I don't know that much about Tommy John surgery, but I've heard that there are some people that can't wait to have Tommy John surgery if they're a pitcher because they come back stronger than what they left. And everything I've been reading about Ben is that it seems like he's throwing the ball as well, if not better than ever, because his arm for the first time in years and years and years isn't hurting him. So if you take if that defense stays solid, and there's no reason to think that they won't, and Ben returns on the offensive side, I mean, the North is going to be a heck of a fist fight for this football season.
I love it. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.